As you know, I started an online sewing challenge on Instagram called #SewTogether. And today I'm revealing my version of January's pattern, the 40K Sway Top from George and Ginger. For the January pattern, I let my Instagram followers vote on 4 different patterns. The kicker, they were all free. And I was so thrilled when they chose this one. It's such a fun take on a tee, and the neckline is just so cool. The 40K Sway Top is a unique asymmetric top with a faux or functional placket swoop neckline. It also includes 2 different long sleeve cuff options and a flattering fitted silhouette. I decided to make the faux placket because this was going to be more of a wearable muslin, and I didn't want to spend a lot of time on the placket if the top wasn't going to fit. In the end, the fit is pretty spot on, but I never could have known that going in. Speaking of fit, there are a few things that I want to point out in the event that you end up making one of these tops. The shoulders, bust, and sleeve width are all great, but as we get to the waist and hip, the fitted design becomes a little looser. Totally not a deal breaker for this pattern. In fact, you might prefer that. But comparing mine to the one on the cover, the fit is rather different. This pattern only gives you finished measurements for the bust, which happens to have 1 inch of ease. I graded between 3 sizes based on the body size chart. I'm a large at the bust, extra large at the waist, and 2X at the hip. She uses alphanumeric sizing for this pattern, so one size, like large for example, is actually 2 sizes, 12, 14. This could play a part in the waist and hip being a little looser because if you fall on the smaller end of the size range, then there's naturally going to be more ease. There are already 3 inches in one size at the waist, plus the ease that's built in, so you can see how it could fit different on different people. So for my next one, I'm going to measure at the waist and hip to get the finished garment sizes and compare that to the sizes I cut out. I will probably end up sizing down in both areas, maybe 2 sizes in the hip. One last thing I want to point out is the lengths. George and Ginger patterns are drafted for someone who's 5'6", and I'm 5'5", so the top did end up being a little long on me. Perfect for tucking in, but it lands at my low hip untucked. More of a tunic almost. Also, the sleeves are a tad long too, so for my next version, I'll shorten both the bodice and the sleeves by 1 inch or so. Do you recognize this fabric? If you saw my Goodwill haul, then you might. I made this top from a thrifted cotton jersey bedsheet. So if you're doing the math, I got the pattern for free and the sheet cost me $1.99, so not including what my time costs, this top set me back $2. There are no deadlines for Sew Together, so you can still make this top and participate in the challenge. I'll be moving on to February's pattern, which you will learn more about in my upcoming plans video. In the meantime, let me know if you have any questions about the pattern or on the challenge. But that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all very soon. Bye!